I'm sorry, I'm a very kind person. But if somebody pokes at me or the people I love, it's over. Those were the words that ignited a wave of viral reactions, headlines, and heartbreak. And in that moment, it became clear that Halle Bailey was done protecting someone who had allegedly crossed too many lines. What followed was not just a post, not just a headline, not just tea, but a full-on legal firestorm involving restraining orders, custody rights, police reports, and deeply disturbing allegations. And the man at the center of it? None other than DDG, rapper, YouTuber, and the father of Halle's young son. What started as a private relationship unraveled publicly, and now we're left watching a high-stakes, emotionally charged legal battle play out in real time. Today, we're unpacking the full timeline, the serious claims Halle has brought forward, the court's swift response, and the way this entire situation is shaking up the industry. Before we dive into the legal drama, let's rewind. Halle Bailey and DDG's relationship began sometime around late 2021 or early 2022. For a while, they were one of those young Hollywood it couples, music, vlogs, red carpet appearances. Many fans were surprised at first, wondering how the sweet and ethereal Disney princess who played Ariel in 2023's The Little Mermaid ended up dating a YouTuber turned rapper with a history of online drama. Still, they appeared happy. They traveled together, posted together, even walked red carpets as a unit. By early 2023, it became clear that the relationship was serious, and by late that year, rumors started to swirl that Halle was pregnant. Though neither confirmed it for months, in December 2023, Halle and DDG quietly welcomed their son, Halle. From the outside, things looked picture perfect. But behind the scenes, as we now know from court filings, things were falling apart. According to Halle, the relationship turned toxic and emotionally manipulative long before the public ever suspected. She says the dynamic shifted from love to control, from partnership to power struggle. And when they finally broke up in October 2024, that wasn't the end. It was the beginning of what she describes as a slow, terrifying unraveling of her peace, safety, and stability as a new mother. The first major incident that triggered legal involvement reportedly took place in January 2025. Halle alleges that DDG became physically violent during what was supposed to be a simple child exchange. According to her, the confrontation started when she asked to talk about a consistent visitation schedule for their son, Halle. Instead of discussing calmly, Halle says DDG became irate, yelling at her to get out of my car multiple times while she was trying to safely buckle their baby into his seat. The court filing goes on to describe how DDG allegedly grabbed her hair and slammed her face into the steering wheel of the vehicle, resulting in a chipped tooth and visible bruises. All of this reportedly happened with baby Halle crying in the backseat. In a heartbreaking detail, Halle included photographic evidence in her court filing, images of her chipped tooth, bruising on her body, and even surveillance data. These images, legal experts say, likely had a major impact on the court's immediate decision to grant a temporary restraining order. The idea that a mother could be attacked while holding or caring for her baby added a level of urgency and emotional weight that the legal system did not ignore. As disturbing as that first incident sounds, it wasn't isolated. In her court documents, Halle outlines another violent episode that allegedly took place in March 2025. She claims DDG showed up at her home without permission, smashed her Ring doorbell camera, and sent her threatening messages, including a deeply unsettling photo of her own bed, implying that he had been in her private space. From there, she alleges that he stole her phone and slammed a car door on her, again, while she was holding Halle. Halle says she filed a police report immediately following this event, which adds a second layer of documentation that strengthens her claims and shows a pattern of escalation. But this story isn't just about physical violence. Halle's allegations describe a more insidious pattern of emotional, verbal, and digital abuse. She claims that DDG regularly insulted her, calling her evil, manipulative, and degrading her in front of their son. Worst, she says that whenever they had a disagreement or tension behind closed doors, DDG would run to social media, accusing her of withholding their son, lying, or cheating. These accusations would then fuel hate and harassment from his followers, which Halle says became so constant that it started to affect her mental health. In a particularly strong quote from her filing, Halle wrote, "Whenever he wishes to cause upset, he starts bad-mouthing me to his several millions of fans. As a result, I then receive threats and hate on social media. He seems to try to set up drama for his fans." This illustrates not just a toxic relationship, but how fame can amplify harm. When someone with millions of followers directs their online community to attack or discredit someone else, even indirectly, it becomes a form of weaponized influence. Halle wasn't just fighting with her ex. She was suddenly being harassed by millions of people, many of whom didn't know the full story. The legal response was decisive. As of May 13, 2025, DDG is legally barred from coming within 100 yards of Halle or Halo. He is not allowed to possess any weapons due to a previous criminal case from 2022 involving gun possession and reckless driving. Perhaps most significantly, Halle was granted temporary sole custody of their son, giving her full legal and physical rights until a formal hearing is held. In addition, DDG has been restricted to supervised visitation, just 1 day a week for 6 hours and within the limits of Los Angeles County. He is also not allowed to take their child out of the area. Halle, meanwhile, has been cleared to travel to Italy for 2 months to film her upcoming movie Italiana, and she did so without having to notify DDG in advance. A rare move that signals how concerned the court was about potential flight risk or further violence. And how did DDG respond? On May 13, the same day the restraining order went public, he was on a Twitch live stream with creator Adin Ross. When the news broke live on stream, DDG appeared stunned, saying, "That can't even be real." His co-host laughed it off, but DDG's face said otherwise. The next day, on X, formerly Twitter, DDG downplayed the situation entirely, writing, "I'm chilling BJ. I have no worries. Streaming later on. No days off." This cavalier attitude rubbed many the wrong way, with fans accusing him of minimizing serious accusations and acting more concerned about his streaming schedule than his family. And the fallout hasn't just been legal. It's been commercial. On May 5, 2025, just days before the court order, DDG dropped his 4th studio album, Blame the Chat. The timing couldn't have been worse. According to industry trackers like Baller Alert, the album flopped dramatically, selling between 52 and 1,230 units in its first week. That's an astonishing low for an artist with DDG's platform and visibility. While other factors likely contributed, there's no denying that Halle's legal action dominated headlines, overshadowing his music and casting a dark cloud over his release. This situation isn't just about two celebrities in a dispute. It's part of a bigger cultural conversation about domestic violence, co-parenting under trauma, and how public figures can abuse power, not just behind closed doors, but in front of millions. Halle Bailey has shown tremendous courage by taking legal action, documenting her experience, and choosing to protect herself and her child. As of now, the next court date is set for June 6, 2025, where a judge will decide whether to extend the restraining order and determine long-term custody. Until then, the entertainment world watches. And fans, they're starting to choose sides, not based on speculation, but based on evidence, testimony, and legal action. What do you think about Halle's decision to speak out and seek protection through the court? Do you think the industry is starting to take allegations like this more seriously? Or are we still giving fame too much power? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives like this, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss updates on this story and others like it. Until next time, protect your peace, protect your energy, and if you're in a situation that doesn't feel safe, know that you're not alone and you deserve help.